In 1976, Ali took part in one of the strangest and most dangerous fights in combat sports history. It wasn't against Frazier or Foreman. It was against a Japanese professional wrestler named Antonio Inoki. The fight ended in a controversial draw, but it almost cost Ali his career and his leg. Before we get into this story, make sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and drop a like. It really helps a lot. Back in 1960, still using his birth name, Cassius Clay, Ali first appeared on the world stage by winning Olympic gold in Rome. At the time, he was already seen as a promising athlete, but he was still far from the global fame he would achieve later. In 1964, he shocked the world by defeating the feared Sonny Liston and becoming the heavyweight world champion for the first time. At just 22 years old, young Cassius didn't emerge only as a boxing phenomenon, but also as a politically outspoken figure. His main mentor was Malcolm X, and that same year, he converted to the Nation of Islam, a religious and political African-American movement. His first major political statement came when he publicly rejected his birth name, Cassius Clay, which he called a slave name. By adopting the name Muhammad Ali, he made a powerful symbolic act, freeing himself from an identity imposed by the dominant white society. Between 1964 and 1967, Ali was unstoppable. He defended his title 9 times, with 7 wins by knockout and 2 by decision. But in 1967, at the peak of his physical prime, Ali refused to be drafted into the Vietnam War.
Ali defeated Foley by a knockout in the 7th round. Immediately thereafter, he walked into the teeth of a monumental decision. He was drafted, and then he refused induction on the grounds of his religious convictions on war.
My conscience won't let me go shoot my brother or some darker people or some poor, hungry people in the mud for big, powerful America and shoot them for what? They never called me nigger. They never lynched me. They never put no dogs on me. They never robbed me of my nationality, raped and killed my mother and father. Well, I'm going to shoot them for what? How can I go shoot them? Them little poor little black people, little babies and children and women. How can I shoot them poor people? Just take me to jail.
While fighting imprisonment for his stand, Ali was also stripped of his title, denied a license to fight in the United States, and denied a visa to go overseas to fight. Inevitably, students would challenge Ali on his stand and his convictions. Remarkably, Ali more than held his own against students who had a far better formal education than he.
I'm saying you talking about me about some draft, and all of you white boys are breaking your neck to get to Switzerland and Canada and London. I'm not going to help nobody get something my Negroes don't have. If I'm going to die, I'll die now, right here fighting you. If I'm going to die, you my enemy. My enemy is the white people, not Viet Cong or Chinese or Japanese. You my opposer when I want freedom. You my opposer when I want justice. You my opposer when I want equality. You won't even stand up for me in America for my religious beliefs, and you want me to go somewhere and fight, but you won't even stand up for me here at home.
The backlash was brutal. Ali was arrested, had his passport taken away, stripped of his world title, and banned from boxing for 3.5 years. When Ali was finally allowed to fight again, the world had changed. In 1971, he faced the new champion, Joe Frazier, in what became known as the fight of the century. Ali lost by decision, suffering the first professional defeat of his career. Ali only got another title shot in 1974 when he knocked out the undefeated and powerful George Foreman, reclaiming the belt that had been taken from him years earlier.
Tactic of Ali to let the man punch himself out. 30 seconds left in round 8. Very even fight. Ali, a sneaky right hand. Another sneaky right hand. This time he works over the shoulder of Foreman. This is a combination.
By 1976, Ali was more than a boxer. He was the most famous person on the planet, a global icon of black pride and resistance. He had just come off the brutal and victorious Thrilla in Manila against Frazier. Ali was still the champion, but signs of wear were starting to show. That same year, he won controversial fights against Jimmy Young and Ken Norton III. Physically, he wasn't the same anymore, but his mouth, his charisma, and his ability to provoke were bigger than ever. He was the undisputed master of trash talk.
Champion. Joe Frazier. Joe Frazier is so ugly, his face should be donated to the Bureau of Wildlife.
Calling out anyone, anytime, anywhere. And that persona led him to accept a challenge no one took seriously. Antonio Inoki was a massive star in Japan, a legend of puroresu, Japanese professional wrestling, and the founder of New Japan Pro Wrestling. Inoki wanted to prove that pro wrestling was the superior combat sport. The idea for the fight began in 1975, when Ali bragged in Tokyo that he would pay $1 million to any Asian fighter who could beat him. Inoki accepted. The world laughed. Everyone assumed it would be a staged exhibition, just a marketing stunt. But for Ali, his ego was on the line. The fight had to be real. Still, the rules imposed on Inoki were so restrictive that they turned the match into a painful farce. The main rule: Inoki was only allowed to kick if one knee was touching the ground. Ali didn't want his precious champion's face to get hit. Frustrated, Inoki spent almost the entire fight on his back, endlessly kicking Ali's legs. The fight was painfully boring. Ali couldn't get close enough to punch and kept yelling at Inoki to stand up. Inoki just kept kicking Ali's legs, over and over, targeting his thighs. After 15 rounds, the fight ended in a draw. But the real damage was physical. Inoki's kicks caused blood clots and serious infections in Ali's legs. Doctors feared gangrene and even amputation. Ali spent weeks in the hospital. As bizarre as it was, the fight is now seen as one of the early precursors of modern MMA. One of the first true clashes between different fighting styles. Over the years, Ali and Inoki even became friends. Ali survived the Thrilla in Manila, but it was an exhibition fight against a professional wrestler that nearly ended the career of the greatest of all time. So what's your opinion on this historic fight? Leave a comment below. And don't forget to subscribe for more incredible stories from the world of sports.